her face was released from imprisonment, my sister's skin had pocked. Flakes had fallen even from the pupils of her eyes, leaving numerous tiny white highlights that gave the erroneous impression that she was not only living but lively in the flesh. My sister was never a lively girl. I saw to that. Marcella always looked like tuppence-worth of dead, even when she was alive. Not at all the kind of thing I went for myself. What is that? What? The listener has a wonderful story that the whole world would love to hear, la-di-da, etc., and so forth. I know what. The listener should scratch his scribbling itch and tell his tale by all means, and I'll just have a little nap. A wonderful story. The whole world. Mine is much better. And I am not even born yet. The two wretches who shall beget me are fumbling towards my conception, none too fast. They've already made a mistake, a girl called Riva. As for Marcella, the object and heroine of this entire tale, well, for her, the eager listener must wait even longer. But we'll find ways to fill up the time, eh? Gianni delle Boccole.
I'll regret it till my dying day if I live that long that I never knowed to write a diary when I were young. Now I must remember myself of everything piece by piece. God on a stick. I were nothing more than a kitchen lad, born under the kitchen table as it happened, for my ma were a cook at the Palazzo Espagnol. My father were an itinerant peddler who weren't seen again in these parts after he shown mamma his wares, as you might say. Our kind master Fernando Fazan allowed her to keep me, e'en though 'twere her second offence, for I already had a half-sister, Christina, by a passing coalman. My crib was set below that kitchen table, so in my first years I saw mostly the broad boards of its underside instead of the sky. I have two memories. The one of mamma's loving face peeping under the cloth to kiss me reg'lar, and t'other of her tortellini in brodo, that were a wonder praised up and down the Grand Canal. Our ma were carried off by the smallpox when I had just 6 years. That could have been very poor for me and my sister. Yet, by the kindness of my master, Fernando Fazan, Christina and I was not turned out, nor yet sent to the nuns. But you are one of us, young chap, that's what my master said, seriously, o'er his spectacles, to 6-year-old me. How could we do without you, Gianni? We was set to making ourselves youthful by turning the spit on the fire and running for kindling. Christina doted on me, and all t'other ladies of the house were that kind too, especially the maid called Anna, what were just 3 years older than myself and were little, pretty, proper, and fine. By that time my master, Fernando Fazan, had took himself a handsome fat wife with a towering hairdo. My master hisself were frequently away in Peru where he done his business, but all were did proper in his absence. There was the great banquets for t'other nobles, balls in season, card tournaments, and so on. Like all ladies of her station, my mistress Donata took an assistant husband what kindly presided when my master were away, and e'en sometimes when he come back, seeing as how the assistant husband, Piero Zen, and the married husband, Fernando Fazan, was like the lovingest pair of brothers ye ever seen. The very walls theirselves was warm in them days with their affectionate laughs and shouts. Sweet little God! A little daughter, Riva, were born to my master and mistress. There was more banquets and great snootfuls of wine for the servants too.